it's your Star Goddess. So I had a video request to do a video on how to become closer with your spirit guides, with the deities you work with your ancestors and spirits and such like that. Okay, so I'm going to show you the way I do it. Everyone's different, so I'm going to show you my technique. And it all depends on your current financial status of what you can do and what you can't do. Of course, if you're not, if you don't have a lot of money right now, there are other ways and small things you can do, like food, cook, pour water. When you eat, fix a little bit of an offering to whatever deity or spirit or ancestor that you would like to build a relationship with. And as you progress and get more financially abundant, there are more things you can do. So for those who are just starting out and don't have, a lot of extra money to spend, like if you're a college student, if you're a teenager, you just don't have a lot of money coming in at this time, try offering foods, water, drinks, candy, little things that you can't afford. If you can't afford to waste food and stuff like that, flowers, fake flowers. I know a lot of people say you have to do real flowers, but it's the intention that counts. So if you cannot afford something, use what you have until you can. Okay, take some of your old things and bless them and dedicate them to the deity if you don't want to go out and buy new things. Just draw something, draw a likeness of them, just anything that you put your heart and your intention into and you have put feeling into and giving to this spirit, energy, deity, ancestor, or whatever. Okay, so I'm going to tell y'all how I do it now that I have a few deities that I work with, and a few Lao, and a few ancestors, and a few spirits. Now, you don't have to work with spirits. This is just if you want to, okay? It's always better to have allies, I say, So, the first one I'm going to show y'all is Yamaye, they call her. And I had this likeness done of her. This is a statue by an artist and off of Etsy. And, I actually wanted to design this and have her looking like a something I saw online, and so I put my 2 cents into this design, how it was created. So part of that is in this design, and it got some incense on it. I'm gonna wipe it off, but yeah. And then I have her little beads that I bought from a Botanica, and so I just drape her beads over her as well. It was a bracelet, but the little string got broken, so I'm draping it over her statue right now. And I do work with Yamaya, so this is one way to honor them. Create a likeness in their image. I know people say, well, that's idol, but how would you feel if someone made a statue of you and honored you? It's people do it to celebrities and presidents and historical figures all the time. So it's just, instead of having a photo or a picture, you could do a little statue. And they also sell the statues in the Botanicas, but they're like very expensive. So it's probably actually a little bit cheaper to get one made and bless it and do it all that stuff yourself. Okay, another way you can honor them is to give them nice gifts, like y'all have seen my jar that I do with the mason jar for Erzulie Frida, and in here are some nice offerings that she likes. And if you don't know what type of things your deity likes, there's Google, and just look up their name and say offerings for such and such, and they will tell you the things that they like. And then as time progresses, you will start to know what they would like and what they wouldn't like based on their taste. Okay, just like a person tells you, oh, I like things that smell like candy, and you're not going to go and buy them stuff that smells like flowers because they like sweet smells. You're not going to go and buy them stuff that smells like something that's not floral. because they're going to be like, ooh, I don't like this, you know, I don't like this perfume, it's not floral enough for me. So you kind of learn your spirit tastes and what they like. So like I do perfume, and y'all have seen my jar. There's candy in here, jewelry. I added some more jewelry because someone, I'm not gonna say their name because I don't know if they want me to, but someone is also did a jar like this for Azuli Frida, and they put like real diamonds and precious jewelry in there. So I went ahead and added some more quality jewelry because, you know, the nicer you treat them, the nicer they're gonna treat you. So I went ahead and put some of my nicer jewelry in there that I gave, that I don't wear anymore. So they are hers now. I do not wear these, so they are yours. And yeah, and every day on this altar, or on this jar, I gave her this really beautiful Bath and Body Works candle with a beautiful sparkly holder. Like, this was for me, and I was like, you know what, this is much better for Erzulie Frida, you know. And so I went ahead and gave this to her, and it's sparkly. It reflects like lots of beautiful colors. It's very elegant. And then I have this like light blue candle in there, and it smells awesome. Oh god, it smells good. Okay, anyway, so yeah, this is hers, and this is how I do it. And every day I spray some perfume on top, around this jar, light her candle, and pour some drink for her. She likes champagne, or I do water if I don't have champagne, and put like a little bit of fruit juice in it, like something pink, to make the water pink. So you use whatever you have, you use whatever you want. Now, if you don't work with Lao or anything like that, and you work with ancestors, you know what they liked in life. You know their favorite perfume, you know their favorite color, their favorite lipstick, or their favorite music, their favorite brand of drink. If they smoke, you know their favorite brand of cigar, you know the type of music they like. You just play their music around their altar, light their incense, spray their cologne or perfume, put nice things on their altar that they would like to like they liked in life. You can put money up there as well, because these spirits, they get energy from you in these items. They get energy so they can work on your behalf. So they're going to come to you, and they're going to see all this offerings and things that you're giving them, and they're going to take that energy, and they're going to be able to do more. So for example, if someone is plotting against you, and you're just giving your ancestors a bunch of nice things and energy, they're not going to want that to stop. They're getting used to that energy flow, and so they're going to protect you so that you're able to continue helping them as well. So they're going to help you. It's like, a circle. And also with the spirits, if you are honoring your spirits, your deities, giving them energy, giving them recognition, they're going to automatically have your back. They're going to be like, you know what, she does so much for me. Whenever she goes to the store, she buys me a candle, she buys me something just nice for my altar. She pours me drinks every day. I'm not gonna let nothing happen to her. She's just, she's good with me. And so that's why a lot of times when people try to throw hexes your way, or spells or curses against you, nothing really happens, because you're already automatically protected by multiple spirits if you work with multiple spirits. So that is one way you can do it. Another way are dolls. Now I keep showing y'all this doll because he's my new one and my only one that I really work with. I have poppets that I made for like certain things, but like this is my first doll though. I still haven't done anything with him yet, y'all. But another way to honor spirits is to give them a vessel, a doll or vessel, a perspective, something to sit in, to live in this realm. A lot of times when people have Lao that they honor, they have like what they call a spirit jar, and in the spirit jar it's like herbs and a bunch of like stones and all type of magical items, and this is where the spirit stays and sits and visits while they are, you know, being called or being worked with. And you can use dolls for the same thing. You know, put the doll on the altar if you don't have a jar, and you can put herbs all up in the doll's clothes, their stones. You can stuff like that. Decorate the doll to look like the person or the Lao. Or, you know, sometimes just their veve on the doll, or their sigil, or their name, or something. I don't know. Whatever you choose to do, you can do it like that. Also, I like to put crystals and stones on their altars too, because these hold energy and vibrations. And let's just say you are going somewhere and you want to take your the energy from your spirit guide, your Lao, your ancestor with you. You just pick up the stone and you put it in your purse or your pocket, and you have them with you vibrationally, and their frequency is in this stone. So they can be with you, because sometimes you can't go all out and go to court or go to work with like your veve out and your sigils on, because people are gonna like look at you crazy if they're, you know, they're not understanding. So I think there was a case recently where this man was wearing his beads in court, and they kicked him out and arrested him for contempt of court because he wouldn't remove his voodoo beads. And if y'all don't know that story, y'all can go look it up on Google. But this guy, he kept getting thrown in prison, not prison, but he kept getting thrown in jail for contempt of court because he had his voodoo beads on, and the judge instructed him to remove them. So the judge could not go any further in that case because of the beads. So I think the guy actually is looking for a lawyer right now to, you know, help him out with why can't he wear his beads. People can wear crosses into court. People can wear their religious deity on their necklace. Why can't he wear his voodoo beads, you know? So when you can't do stuff like that because you don't want to cause attention to yourself or anything, you just either put in your pocket, put your voodoo beads or whatever in your purse. You know, something like this. No one knows what it is. And this is for your Maya. It's a bracelet. You can have this on. They don't know what this is. But if you go overboard like he did, he didn't have just one set of beads. He had like 10, 20 necklaces on. So it was, I think the judge was intimidated by that because he felt like if he ruled the wrong way, he might be cursed, and he might really believe in that. So, you know, the judge might be a believer, which is why he instructed him to remove his beads, you know. So you never know. And I wonder if anything has happened to that judge, actually. That would be interesting to know. But either way, this is how you build a closer relationship with your spirits. You buy them things, you give them things, you think about them, you spend time with them, you plan time out with them. Like, for example, I know people's lives are busy. So, you know, the time that you would take to meditate or to work with your altar, you make a plan, or a special, you dedicate a whole day, actually. You can dedicate a whole day if you like, or an hour, however long that you can spare. You go ahead, y'all. I'm going to show y'all my December planner page. Isn't it cute? Okay, so you go ahead and make out a day to spend doing things dedicated to her or him or your ancestors. So let's just say Friday, I'm going to cook my ancestors' favorite meal. You know, the rest of the family is going to eat it, but my ancestors will have a good plate on their altar. I'm going to buy a candle for Erzuli Frida. I'm going to light her altar, play her some music that she likes. What else I'm gonna do? I'm going to pour some water for Yamaya. I'm going to, you know, wear her bracelet, dress in her colors, and all day I'm just going to be reminding myself of how grateful I am of all the things that my ancestors, spirits, deities, Lao do for me, and I'm going to honor them in that way. And, you know, And yeah, so you just write that down your calendar, and then when you come to that day, you go and do it, because commitment is also very important. So if you plan out a day and you follow through on it, that's a strong form of commitment, because you don't really have to, you know. But if you do, and it's written down and you can check it off, that shows commitment right there, and that you take them seriously enough to, you know, put them in your daily calendar and plan, or on your schedule, you know. You can even put it in your phone if you don't do planners, you know, an alert for, you know, something to do list or calendar, mark it on there.